What is autism?
Autism, which my daughter Anita was diagnosed with when she was about 3 or 4, is a lifelong condition, which is it's a disability, so it's a learning disability, and it's a whole spectrum. So you will probably have 2 autistic people who aren't the same, and it presents with so many different things. So, but mainly around socializing and communication.
But things can be addressed to help the child.
So there's lots of different things that can be done to like support the child, teach them the skills that maybe don't come so naturally to them, build their confidence. But a lot of the things I think need us to keep a bit of an open mind, because it's not your typical way of doing things. Like modeling things for them maybe, instead of just like telling them.
Maybe not assuming that they know what you want them to do.
Or what you mean. Yeah, exactly. So it's just making everything really explicit and clear. But I think that's probably the case with most children. But it probably is a good way of communicating with all children, I guess.
Keep it
trying to teach them.
Direct and very clear.
Clear and simple. Yeah. To be honest with you, I think you sometimes know something's not 100% right or typical, if you want to use that word, with your child, and then you go and see somebody and then the pediatrician tells you that they have autism.
When that happened?
So that happened, I think, when Anita was 3.5. And it's quite a shock, I think, at the beginning, if I'm being absolutely honest. It's a shock. It's like, even though you thought something wasn't right, it's the implication of what that means for that whole child's life and for your life and your life as a family. So it does take getting used to, and I think that, but the best thing you can do is embrace it. I know lots of parents who maybe don't want, or they think that with common conception, the child will grow out of it or change, There's nothing to grow out of. It's just a certain type of personality.
There is no pill or tablet you can take.
There's no pill, there's no cure, because there's loads of people out there who offer all these various weird things, but no. And there is a lot of help out there. I think that the main thing is that you have to be, unfortunately, a bit more proactive and ask for it. There's lots of support, therapy groups, play groups that the government run, school run, nurseries run, medical professionals from the NHS they run, but there's no one person who is going to find all of that out for you and tell you what everything is and what you need. It's like a learning process, I think, if it's the first time you've had a child with autism, for the parent. And the most important thing is teaching yourself about it and upskilling yourself and making sure, as a carer, I guess, not just a parent, you are on top of your game, you know what you're going to do and how you're going to support the child.